What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Guild of Dungeoneering. My name is Splattercat, and I am fighting the hell out of a sneeze right now. Every single time. I don't know, sneezes are weird. They show up and your nose is like, you kind of just want to go with it. Like, your nose is itching and you're like, oh, it's going to feel so good if I sneeze. But then you're like in the middle of an episode and you're like, I won't write it down, and then I'll forget where it was in the episode. It'll be a mess. I'll hate myself later on. There'll be a sneeze in an episode. So we get to actually make a tier 2 character now, which is pretty cool. We got to decide if we want to do the shapeshifter, if we want to do the alchemist, which sounds pretty badass, or we could go for rare items. What rare items do we get? We get the level 1 brass knuckles, we get the spiky hat, which is level 2, we get the horned helm, which is level 3, and the doom plate, which is level 3. Not a bad choice. With the fine awl, we've got padded vest, which is a level 3 body armor. It looks like it gives you 2 level 2s in level 1. We got the dead lizard charm. The fez, thank you very much. I don't know what's up with that. Either way, fezzes are kind of cool. I'm going with that right there. And then we've got a fine chisel, which would give us the spiked shield. It gives us spiky, which is pretty cool. We've got the mind staff, the cursed bow. Poison, elves sure can be mean. And we got the bark vest, which is it gives you stupidity 1, but it also gives you growth. I actually think I probably wouldn't take that one over the others. We've got an arcane 2, we've got a blade 2, we've got a holy 2 and a fire 1. We've got a holy 2, so that one right there doesn't have any stupidity checks, which is pretty cool. Or we can get the barbarian or the ranger. I do like barbarians. I think I'm going to get the barbarian. He looks kind of cool. He starts with 6 HP. What does this guy do? You can't really tell that he's a ranger, but alright. And then this guy right here, the shapeshifter. Kind of cool. The alchemist has... Oh, the alchemist has a smock. That's pretty cool. Well... let's go after... I think I'm probably just going to go with the barbarian. Let's do it. Barbarian, barbarian, we get ourselves barbarians. He drinks your beer and crushes your face. I'll put his spot in this good place, I think. I don't know, maybe right there. That seems fine to me.
Weary, tired, wrinkled, and old. Would that be a librarian? No, looks deceive, so we're told. I think that it's... a barbarian.
All right. So we got ourselves that groan at the end. Like, barbarian. Touch my feet, barbarian. Anyways, we'll probably play around with him in the next adventure. Seems like a good plan. We haven't unlocked a whole lot of dungeons recently, so that's going to be the Curious Crypt. This one's going to be defeat a skeleton. Let's do this one. This one seems kind of cool. It says we got to get to the ritual chamber in time. Let's try it. We'll go with the barbarian. His name is Ims, and so he seems to be lacking a couple of vowels right there, but you know what? I'm not going to call him on it. He does have a repeating letter in there, which is just the height. That is the height of betrayal. We've got to get to this place in time, huh? So the ritual completes in 10 turns, and where is the ritual? Reach the objective in 10 turns. Where's the ritual? Is it this right here, maybe? That little blue area? Okay, well, I'm not going to play anything else right now. Instead, I'm going to play a bat right there, I suppose. I could have played the bat right there, and we would have got the treasure on the first turn. Upset with myself. Alright, and the turn. The hustle, this one, 10 turns. Let's see if we can turn this giant bat into a giant splat. Is that what he said right there? I'm a giant splat, so I figure it's not that bad to be me. We've got Assault, we've got Slam, so it looks like a lot of his abilities hurt him too. Let's go for Howl. See how much damage we can do here. All-out Assault taking place. Withstand, you gain Withstand for 2 turns. Cannot go below 1 HP this turn or the next one. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you're down to like the last 2 turns, that's not bad. Death Wish, plus 2 HP when fighting monsters that are higher level than you. That's pretty good as well. Let's go for Slam and we'll finish this thing off. I should have played the other card, but it doesn't matter. I can afford to be lazy right now, so why mess around with it? I'm going to go with, we could take the fork for slice, we could take the wooden stool. Let's go for some defensive abilities just in case. Barbarians aren't known for the defensive prowess, but you know what, I'm going to play with it. First, we need to grind the goblin skulls. That sucks for the goblins. Since we got to go over here anyways, I'll probably leave that configured as it is. We'll put that right there, and I'm going to try and bait him with higher level monsters a little bit later. Let's just let him go get his treasure for right now, though, because he's not going to do anything else anyways. A large chest. Just what every adventurer loves. You take a helmet right there, which gives us brace and counter, or we can take that, which plays into our strategy fairly well. Some more HP would be nice because we are draining our own HP pretty frequently. I think that's probably the better call, though. I really like Brace. It's a good ability. It's a nice thing to have for when shit hits the fan. Splatters all over the room here. We'll go right there. And for the next turn after, we'll put in a ghost right there. We'll put in another quarter right there, and we should be able to work our way through here pretty quickly. Hopefully he's not seduced by the mimic in there. That would totally be lame. Giant bat ready to go. He's alone. So let's see if we can get done with him. We've got 1 damage done right there. We could take Brace. He's going to heal, though. Let's use Brace. Diversify our hand a little bit. So with Repel, I'm going to go all in on... Let's go for a Bash, I guess. Feel like 1 damage right there. And then, oh, it's unblockable. Wasn't paying attention. That's my fault. Assault is perfect for Drain. You would hope that you would get an ability every time that comes up that lines up as perfectly as that matchup does. This guy might actually have trouble killing the ghosts, is what I'm thinking, because they have that thing where you can only kill them if they're on 1 HP. He may have trouble with it. I mean, because so many of his abilities do multiple damage, it's going to lower his strategic options. We could take the Troll Femur right there. It gives us another stupid check. But it's not that bad, actually. Yeah, it's 3 to 1. 75% of what we're getting out of that card is going to be good for us, so we'll try it out. Got a massive gem right there. Okay, I'm going to drop that on in. I'm going to put a Scorpion in right there, and we should have no problems making it down and into here. I think this should be really, really simple. I probably shouldn't have done that because we basically won this already. Let's fight with this Ghost, Tenacious, and Night Owl. Hand is looking pretty deep right now. I'm going to go with a stupid check, I guess, just to get it out of my hand. I'm going to take some damage right there from Swoop. It is a nasty ability. I will probably go with Slam. We have options because we have Withstand, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Got 1 damage out right there. Let's go with Counter. That's going to bounce him back to 1 HP. But it leaves us in a pretty good spot. We'll play Withstand right there, which means for the next 2 turns we should be good to go. He's going to play that right there, and unfortunately... Ooh. I'm going to play the stupid check just in case. Let's go ahead and brace that. We're not going to have a choice. He's going to throw out a Drain. We have nothing quick, and we have no magical defense either. Shit. Well, that's it for the Barbarian. He's down. Damn, some of these character builds have some massive gaps in their strategies, like some big gaps in their strategies, where unfortunately, like, they're a one-trick pony, and if they come up against anything that's the opposite of what they are, it's not a rock paper scissors mechanic. Well, it is a rock paper scissors mechanic. I'm in control of all the mobs I fight, and so I guess I just need to start thinking about that a little bit better. I think that... How many have we lost? We've lost quite a few, actually. Huh. Well, Barbarian... I like the Barbarian, but either I need to modify his build a little bit so I don't focus so heavily on physical, or I need to make sure that I only fight physical mobs all the way in. Let's jump back into the dungeon. It's not so bad. A little bit of wasted time right there, but... What you gonna do now? I think I'll probably go back into defeat a skeleton. No, I wanted to interrupt the ritual. Let's do that one. I'm gonna try and stick with physical shit from here on in. Hey, stop that. My cat's licking my knee. Weirdest thing ever. I hate it when cats do that. They're just like, I'm gonna lick your knee over and over and over again. Let's go with that right there, and I'll probably go for the treasure chest on the first turn, put a spider in. End the turn! Oh, I was hoping he would skip, but I guess if it's covered up, you don't double move. Poo. Well then, I think I will probably, let's just try and fill out the rest of the dungeon then, shall we? We'll go right there. Don't have a lot of options right there. Looks good enough to me. That'll work. He should level up to 2 off killing this mob right here. We'll get a level 3 or a level 2 item. Hopefully Tinmore. I like that name a lot better. Tinmore. It's pretty close. There's like I think there's a general in Finnish history named Timur or something like that. I don't know. My Finnish history is rusty. You'll understand. We'll go with Howl, I guess. Deal a little bit of damage right there and see how much we can knock off of his bar. We got Slam on that side, and he's going to heal. Actually, I'm going to block right there. That sounds good. A little bit frail. He's going to fall over. It's going to take us to level 2, hopefully. We're going to get our choice of objects. I'm going to go with the fork since it gives us slice. There's that right there. We get a choice between a shimmering cloak, a glyph. I'm going to take the scimitar. I'm upgrading the same thing twice in a row, but honestly, all the other options are not that appealing, so I'm not going to worry about it. Got a skeleton over there. I'm going to throw in a spider just to let us think about it for a bit. I will put in a skeleton right there because I'm trying to keep playing physical mobs. And we don't have a whole lot of other options with regards to our directionality, so I'll play a scorpion right there. And that should be okay. So what he should do is he should go bam, 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 like so, and then we'll connect it through the bottom and we should be okay. I like this game a lot, I do. The rock, paper, scissors thing, though, is one of those things that I suffer with. I'm going to go for Howl right now because we might as well. He's probably going to make us discard it on the next turn anyway, so why worry about it? And then we'll go for the kill right there because I'm not going to be concerned about my health. Hopefully we'll get something good out of this little bunch of items. We got the arcane wand, we got the femur, and the cuppa. I'll take the cuppa. Everything else is kind of meh. The troll's femur is definitely a side grade, and then everything else is not that interesting to me as well. There we go. That was precisely the connection that I was looking for right there. I'm going to try and keep this to physical mobs for right now. Yeah, I like this arrangement that we have right here. I'm going to try not to fight any... He's tenacious and he's a night owl. I'm going to try and stay away from magical mobs from right now because I have no way to offset their damage. Let's go ahead and keep it physical right now. Let's keep it physical. Keep it physical. Got my little leg warmers on. Be dancing up and down just like, ooh, ah, ee, ah, feel the burn. On the lower side, minus 1 HP if he's in a dead end. That's not going to do much for me. Apparently the bats use magical abilities too. Who knew? Who knew? It's going to take his health down a little ways. This is kind of just filler combat for us right now. Not going to be able to do much right there. I should have played a different ability. He's got, oh, we got Assault, which is nice to have. I'm going to go for Fire Blast, though, because, what's better than a fire-breathing barbarian? That seems like a skill set that probably will be beneficial in the long run. I would like to take that much more than the Fire Blast that I have, so I'm going to do it. On this side, he should go after the skeleton, I think. Got a Mimic right there. Play the gold coin. Play... None of these are level 3, unfortunately. I'm gonna wait and see if I get another level 3 mob, something like the Scorpion that I could play against to try and get some level 3 gear, because they seem to drop gear that directly correlates with their personal levels. So up against the skeleton. Hopefully we don't pull too many stupidity checks on the front side here. We got Repel. He's got Drain. We're gonna play that right now for 1 damage. Or 2 damage, I guess. He's supposed to heal right there, though. So I did 2. I blocked his 1. That's not a minus. That's a heal. Huh. I don't know. Not going to question it too much. He's got a parry come in. I'm going to play Repel on that to keep the damage from coming in. I believe that I'm going to go for... let's play Slice, I guess. It's not going to do much, but it's something. Got Anger coming in. That's going to be the turn that I would want to play Slam, I think, because that's going to play and it's going to kind of offset in the whole DPS race. He's going to be down to 2 now. I'm going to go... He's not playing Unblockable, unfortunately. So I will probably go all in on that right there, and that should end the combat for us. So the level 2 gear, what do we want? We don't have a hat on yet. It gives a bunch of stupid checks, though. So it might not be the smartest choice. Sparkly headband is kind of okay, so I'll take that, I guess. Everybody needs a wonderful tiara to wear when we dive into the dungeon. Oh, we got 5 turns. We're not going to make it, are we? I may have screwed this up slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we'll make it if we stick close. Or if I can bridge this gap right here. Maybe. He should go this way, I think. If I put down a fire elemental, I know he'll go that way, maybe. There we go. We'll play the fire elemental, even though it's risky. We don't have a whole lot of magical defense, but maybe we can make it work. We damage ourselves a lot, but I think I counted it out, but I don't know if we get there on the 0th turn if we'll lose or not. He's gonna burn us. Sick burn, bro. Sick burn. He went after our mother, our heritage, and our descendants, all in one burst. I can block one of those and go in with assault, and I think that sounds mighty fine to me. A little bit more damage done. This is going to be kind of a running tab of damage while we play the game. He's going to do 3 on this turn, which means that I 100% have to stay ahead, so I'm going to fire something back at him. Should be able to get him on this turn, assuming he doesn't play anything too cray-cray. I wonder if that's going to kill me because we take the burn. I don't think the burn counts if he's dead. I think we should survive it. So that's going to bump us up to level 3. And I, like, 100% am going to take the scale mail. I think that's the best call out of all of those. It's a really, really good piece of armor with no real downsides. This kind of sucks that we're going to have to fight this dude right here. I don't really want to. These guys are scary and they make me sad. Why are you going to the right here? Why would you do that? Shouldn't you be going after him? If you go there, it leaves 3, 2, 1. You should be go this way. Why are you going that way? Shouldn't he go after the highest level mob? I don't have any treasure, so there's nothing I can do here to really bait this out. Like, I don't know why he went that way, though. That makes no sense whatsoever. Normally they avoid lower level mobs. Like when you think you learn the rules of the game, they go and they just do something completely random instead of the thing that you expected them to do. I'm going to go with Assault for right now, so we're going to have to play this one. I mean, if we land there on the 0th turn, I guess we land there on the 0th turn. There's nothing we could do about it. He's going to take 4, which means that should kill him. I figure Cooking Pot will lose Holy Seal, but I don't really like Holy Seal that much anyways. Just take the gold. Definitely don't do that. Why would you go back over there? He's making some odd choices right now, like some really odd choices. I probably should have put that right there, though. Shit. Well. Ew, I could have saved myself, too. I suppose we might as well fight something right there, if we're going to be on the spot anyways. Hopefully landing there on the 0 turn is okay. Let's see, we've got Slam right there. Yeah, why not? Go for Slam, whatever. We've got superior HP, so we can afford to play a little bit risque right now. I'm going to go with Fire Blast and wait and see if he plays a physical defense card anytime soon. And there it is right there, so we'll go for the Unblockable. And on the next turn, he's going to use Head Blow. I'm going to play Repel, so then we have to deal with that right now. Just be repellent for a little bit. Ooh. Well, damn. That's unfortunate. I have Withstand, so it's not that big of a deal, but he's going to use Stagger. This has turned into a weird fight. You got rid of my Stupidity card? Why would you throw out my Stupidity card? Seems like you're kind of doing me a favor on that one. I'm going to use Withstand so that we can't die right here. And then I'm just going to have to hope that I can go... Oh, there it is right there. I'm going to play that one because it lines up and because I can, but we've got Withstand, so it doesn't matter. There it is. So we can take the Wolf Pelt. We'll lose a little bit of HP. We could take the Spear, but I don't really like the Spear. It's not something that really entices me. Sure, let's take some healing abilities. Why not? I think that we're pretty much lined up in the way that I would like to be. And then I'll probably convert this into gold and put it right there. It looks like you move before the turn reduces, and so this should be a winning proposition, I hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. It's been a rough day. I don't know. I seem to go between episodes of just like steamrolling everything and then randomly just being like perfectly fine and just not... I'm going to play Stupidity first just to get it out of my hand. We have an HP advantage, so why worry about it? We've got 2 damage coming in right here. I'm going to go for the 2 right there to offset his damage. We're still going to take the burn damage, obviously, but so is he. So, you know, it's a losing proposition for him. He's going to come in with a magical attack. I'm going to go all physical on this one and see if maybe... I think I'm going to have to wait till next turn. Let's go for a little heal-a-majig right there. And so there it is. Our wondrous dance has been healed. And I'm going to take the gold. Just in case he decides to have any stupid ideas like going over there, which is what I was worried about. And so I'm going to put the massive gem right there. We will end the turn. And that should be a victory for us, I hope. There it is, okay.
Hurrah, hurrah, a victory. That was so quick you made it look easy. Another happy tale in our short story, if not a little bit violent, and not for the queasy.
Oh, you can't. I was going to try and click on him like 800 times and be like, rah, 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 rah. So our Dungeoneers, we've got a pretty good collection right now. We've got mimes, we've got bruisers. It's actually kind of a weird assortment of characters. The Barbarian, he's a little bit balls to the wall for me. I play Paladin-like characters who turtle and shit. So I actually very much like the Bruiser. He's probably my favorite character, but I've been trying to stay away from him because I know that people don't want to see me play the same character over and over again. The Barbarian is the opposite of the strategy that I normally employ, so I'm not a DPSer when I play games. I'm like a turtle character most of the time. I either tank or I heal, and I just kind of weather the storm as best I can while reflecting as much damage as possible, or using summons or whatever. I'm going to stop right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Guild of Dungeoneers. I will see you in the upcoming episodes. Let me know what you think about the series. I don't know how long we should carry this one forward, or if there is even like a, you know, a win condition. I assume that once you mash your way through a number of these dungeons, you should eventually like be done with all the stuff the game has. We're making pretty good progress so far. Aside from a few bouts of poor play and bad luck, I think the playthrough has been better than I expected. I don't know. I've been watching other people play, and it seems like they're struggling a bit with it. I keep making stupid mistakes is ultimately what it comes down to. I don't think the game is super difficult. It's just either A, I do something dumb that backfires on me, and then B, you either don't get the cards that you want. So it is what it is. I'll see y'all later. Hi do, everybody. Guild of Dungeoneers. Buy it down below.